Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here, and welcome back to Motorsport Manager. And I have decided that this will be the final episode of Motorsport Manager. It's been a long run, over 140 episodes, but as Dubai kicks off, it will be our last time on the track. And let's just go ahead and take a look at the race. Dubai, absolutely no chance of rain because we are in the desert. Very low tire wear, low fuel burn, and top speed brakes and rear wing are crucial. With the low tire wear and the low fuel burn, I'm probably going to be running on the Super Softs. However, Softs provides a bit of comfort. We might be able to just one-stop it depending on what happens here. So let's go ahead and look at our sponsors. Slot 1 is open, so we'll get 3 offers and parts are being improved. Let's go ahead and speed that up until the car repair is done. And let's make sure that all of our parts are good here. Peter is working on those. Let's switch to Toby and we'll see what we've got here. We'll keep the rear wing in as it is the most important. And looking at top speed and brakes, engine should be fine. And brakes, we can work on those. And do we want to work on the other rear wing? No, that is the only rear wing that we have in stock. So we'll make sure that that is up and running. We already got our 3 sponsorship offers. Gustavo Cruises. Okay, 10th or above, I think we can do. Nice upfront payment. Not as much as RushJet, but the bonus payment per race is far, far better. So we will go ahead and accept Gustavo Cruises. There's $800,000 in our bank account. And yeah, looks good right there on the side pod. And that will be the last sponsor that we have to do. Mail is done. Let's go ahead and speed on up. Performance work will be done on the 25th. Email about the ride handling facility. That's all well and good. All right. So we are ready to travel to Dubai. We've got 6 emails here. We're bang on our target. That's good. 0% chance of rain in 24 laps. They want an R&D facility. That's fine. Factory staff ain't doing anything. That's fine. It's the last race. And hey, what's going on with Nikolai? He's a resource hog? Okay, resource hog. What is that? Teammates will not improve. Well, I don't really care if his teammate improves. It's the last race we're ever going to do. All right, so we'll go ahead and take 6 or above. I think we've got that $148,000 payout after the race. And because we are going to be riding the Super Softs, we'll go ahead and put 8 Super Softs per and then 7 regular Softs. Of course, I'm going to practice and get all of that done. Get both tires under us just in case. And I see that engine, that risky engine. Do we want to put that on the car? I mean, it's a low risk. Yeah, sure. I think we should. There we go. All right, so let's give Rick the best engine, Nikolai the next best engine. Engine's looking okay. I'm not going to lie. And everything else should be set indeed for our final race. Outstanding. So let's go ahead to the track and I will see you after practice. Welcome back to Dubai, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Rick and Nikolai are on separate tire strategies, and I've got a full tank in Nikolai's car, seeing if he can make it the entire way on just 2 stops, or even 1 stop. Car is pretty good. I'm going to push Rick a little early because he, is going to be doing more tire changes, but lights are about to go out on our last race, and lights out. There we go. Green, green, green. Let's get up to 4 speed and see what happens here with our strategy. And in fact, Nikolai is already up to 6th place, really pushing hard. He's up to 5th, making the right moves up to 3rd. Holy crap, Nikolai driving like a man possessed. I mean, he's at a 6.7 form. That's fine. But, I mean, he's driving like he's a 10. So, yeah, feeling really good about our position and our sponsor objective. What is going on with Rick back there on the Super Softs? You would think he'd be making all that ground up, but riding in 16th, that is not going to be good. He is in a gaggle wad of traffic. That's not conducive. The clean air that Nikolai have, I mean, that is nuts. He's going to make these soft tires really work, going for 2nd place here on Ribeiro. That is absolutely insane. 22 laps to go. We've got 18 in both tanks. I decided to roll with a full fuel tank for both drivers so they're not fueling very long on their pit stop. What is going on with you, Rick? 77% on the tires. He's burning through his tire wear, and he is dead last and cannot get around. I know Lipinen needs to get out of your way, but you need to make the use of those tires. Everyone back there is on super softs, though, and no one is passing the guys on regular softs. And it's not even half the field that are on softs. So Nikolai may be looking really good as far as strategy is concerned. Already 4 laps through the event here. I mean, we're great on fuel, good on tire wear. Rick can pit first as his tires will wear quicker than Nikolai's. And we are attacking for second. Yes, you can get by Ribeiro. Get to that inside there, Nikolai. 20 to go. And yeah, we'll only need 4 laps in the tank whenever we pit. We just have to go another 2 to 3 laps and we will be within a full fuel window. So if a full course caution were to come out in the next few laps or so, we can top off and not have to take fuel the rest of the way. And the extra fuel load isn't really hurting Nikolai. We're in 4th, fighting hard for 3rd, as the Mercedes of Ibarra definitely makes the charge. And Stephenson is back there in 15th. So much like us, one car has gotten through the traffic and the other is fighting back there 10 seconds back. But Nikolai using that electric charge. And see how Rick is doing in 19th. I mean, in all honesty, he should be passing these guys, especially with them going too wide in the dog leg like that. Let's give him a little bit of incentive. Let's push. I know he can't get by him, but we also want to make sure that these tires stay under him. We've fallen out of 6th and to 8th with Nikolai here. I mean, we're within striking distance of all of them. Stramby is out front in a green team. Ibarra's probably going to be the driver we have to beat. And, I mean, Rick is fighting hard. He's taking the wrong line through all this stuff, but to each their own. We might have to think about coming to pit road, though. 29%, he could probably go around one more time, and we can see 19th place Cavalcanti hitting pit road this time. Do we want to pit this time? I don't think we do. We'll go on a neutral push here to try to make that 21% last. Nikolai is sitting pretty. He won't have to come to pit road for a few more laps. And here we go, Rick. Let's get you on your super softs. Now, I mean, looking at the last few races, we were beaten by cars that were always taking the softest tires. So in theory, Rick should be up there, and he's feeling pretty good. At an 8.6, he'll be pitting this time, 16% on the tires. Let's watch Nikolai fight back. He is within the sponsor objective. Track grip will only increase, and lap times will only get faster here in the desert. So we could easily get into 4th, maybe even 3rd. Everyone is right in front of us, and it's going to depend on the changeover. All right, Rick, come down to pit road. He's got 5% left on his tires, so he pitted in time. Tires are on, no mistakes, and fuel is in. So that will be it. We do not need to take any fuel, and when Rick comes in again, it will just be a tire change. If Nikolai can go 2 more laps on these soft tires, we can pit once and be good to go the rest of the way. So I'm feeling pretty good about that, especially with the speed that Nikolai has. He's only a 6.0 form, and Rick is back there at a 9.1. You would think that Rick would be driving his guts out, making passes like crazy. He's in 16th now. All the cars behind him have regular soft tires. We're not going to pit for tires soon. I mean, we would be coming to halfway, but I want to ensure that we have enough tire wear at the end. So I think we can go around one more time. This will put us up into 3rd place, and the other cars on soft tires have not pitted either. So we are still on their strategy, just 10 seconds behind Fox in the Ferrari, and Fox is hauling the mail. Really stepping it out, that is for sure. But halfway through the race, at the end of this lap, we'll be coming to pit road, and we'll bolt on the soft tires to go the entire race distance. Let's look at the fuel options. We only need 12 laps. There we go. 12.2, they'll fill up to 13. come down to pit road. Right before pits were open, essentially. Here we come. All right, jack is up, tires are on, no mistakes. Fuel is in, no mistakes. And as far as Nikolai goes, that is the last time we're on pit road. Let's just run a neutral run so he does not burn off the tires. He's right behind Krantz, who has very worn super softs, and then Marin has softs and is on our strategy. So essentially 1 second between us and the cars in front, and Rick is really pushing hard on these supers. You know, I would think that Rick would be faster. 9.6 on super softs. A bottleneck here for 10th place. 9th and 10th are fighting hard. If Nikolai can get his nose in there you go, making the pass for 10th. In the top 10, and there was the former leader of Fox, right in front of us on softs as well, the Ferrari. So we're not that far behind the old leader, and Rick is right behind us. 9.9 form. You would think Rick would be hitting all these apexes and driving hard and making moves. There he goes, making the pass for 13th, feeling really good with a 10.0 form. You need to drive your guts out here, Rick. Only a few laps until you pit. He's really leaving the door open for these passes. He's leaving the inside lane open every single corner, and he's just getting past. But Nikolai holding station well. We're starting to get our tires into the boiling range. I don't know if we want to turn down Nikolai yet, but it's time for Rick's next pit stop, splitting the race into 3 essentially. So he'll be down on pit road, coming out of 13th, and this will take him the entire way. We're just doing a tire change, so one less thing to go wrong on pit stops. And Nikolai hounding 9th and getting hounded by 11th. Marin has more worn tires than us, just barely. Marin is on our strategy with 8 laps to go. 74% on the tires. If each lap is 10%, we'll be just short. But I'll keep it in tune for now. There we go. 9th place is going to pit. And we will push Rick, who is in 18th and not coming to pit road anymore. Car in front of us pitting. That will be Kranz on super softs, very worn super softs. Will make the pass easy peasy. And with 7 to go, stretching it out, we'll be in 5th place with Hashimoto in the Ferrari right behind us on very new super softs. We will probably fall victim to the Ferrari, that is for sure. Tire temperatures are very, very high, even though we're not really pushing the tires. We're running a moderate pace here. Maybe we can keep Hashimoto behind us and burning up those tires. 6 laps to go. 16th for Rick. 4th for Nikolai. We've got 2 seconds behind us for 6th. And another 2 seconds to lose 6th place. And De La Fuente is on very worn super softs as well. If we lose 6th place, it's not going to be a bad thing for us. I think we'll come in 6th. And Rick needs to get on his horse here with his 9.7 form. He should be running the fastest laps of the day right now, and he's just not doing it. Let's turn him down to neutral so we're sure his temperature can come down and his tires can last. 44% with 4 laps to go. I mean, it is going to be really, really tight. All right, good. Pass for 13th. Fuel is piling up. We'll turn up the engines here soon. Yeah, the leaders have such a lead on us. 37%, 4 laps to go. We need to make sure that we save these tires on Nikolai. If we come down pit road now, that is the bullet in the foot. We won't do anything such as that. Oh, and Rick is in a spirited battle for 12th and 11th. All these cars in a blanket, everyone on similar tires. I mean, Rick is got the most worn. He is on the same strategy as Becker, who has made 1 stop and got to super softs. Marikova and Ribeiro have better super softs, and then Karaminho is holding strong on regular softs. We'll turn down Nikolai. We need to make sure that those tires can last the rest of the race. So 2 laps to go. 20%. We're right on the mark as far as tire wear is there, and 25% on Rick, so we have to make sure he's conserving as well Tire degradation is really bad. We're going to be coming home on threads, that is for sure. But we do have the fuel strategy picked up. Hopefully Marin doesn't make the pass on Nikolai, but I doubt De La Fuente can catch us, so we will be within our sponsor objective. We'll turn on the engine, full bore. High overtake, we have plenty of fuel, 1 lap to go, 2.61 extra fuel. If Nikolai can nurse that tire home in front of Marin, that is good. And then Rick needs to come back around, hold these guys off. He's in maximum fuel mode. Race is over. Stephenson takes the win, and we will come across in 5th place in the points and in the sponsor objective. And here comes Rick on very blistered, worn out tires in 14th place. The fresh tires, or the quick tires, were not the way to go in hindsight. Maybe we should have doubled up the soft and soft strategy, but I don't think that would have worked. Nikolai barely made it. So we would have had to pit them both together, possibly stack them up, and that wouldn't have been good for anybody. The big question is now, did they catch us cheating? So the risk of rule break was low. Come on, come on, come on. Yes. The one time we cheated, we didn't get caught. 2 points for Nikolai and our Panther race team. Molly Fox with the fastest lap. Nikolai did not get Aki. He needed 1 more point to tie, 2 to pass. If only he could have won the race and jumped up to 9th place in the points. But overall, a 5th place, we were 9 back. We were 11 back. No, we were 9. Math. From making 4th, but not bad. We finished in the sponsorship objective exactly as we had said we were going to, and not bad for our only Formula One season, just jumping into a brand new team, knowing nothing about the tracks or the strategy. The drivers were good. The car was where we got bit this year for sure, and I did build a crap ton of parts, but I'm sure that Ferrari and Mercedes definitely built more than we did, and they probably cheated too. No one this season got caught cheating. Now that I reflect and I look back at all these standings, no one got caught. We came in 4th for the race. That is good, and only lost $41,000. It only cost 41 grand to take our cars to the desert and race. Dogger Stephenson with the win. Good job there, Dogger. Ada Lee won the Grand Prix there, and Septimo. So your driver's champion for this year is Molly Fox, driving for Ferrari, and the constructors goes to Mercedes, Dogger and Nicholas Ibarra. So that was a pretty good season, ladies and gentlemen. If you stuck around for all 140 some odd episodes, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. The last emails of the year will answer the question. Yeah, well, I'll hold it in my hands. Wow, 44% marketable. Well, that sucks. Pit crew review, hard-fought win for Stephenson in Dubai. Let's take a look and see where Saka's Speedworks ended up in the GT Championship. 6th place with 14 total points. Their drivers were O. Priest, who got 9 points for the year, and Poor Enrica with only 5 points in the year, a multiple race winner last year. How they've fallen from grace. Oh, that's a kick. But they didn't get relegated. Torin GT was the one who got relegated, and Chariot Motor Group got relegated out of F1. But that will do it for me and this entire series. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for everything, your support. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you'll tune in other series that I have now that Motorsport Manager is done. Take care.